So today we're starting a brand new project. We're going to be putting together this cute little coffee shop. As much as I've been enjoying building things from scratch, I'm really just looking forward to doing something easy. So I got this kit for my birthday a couple months ago, and I was like, you know what, this is the perfect time to put it together. Just something where I don't have to think about it and I can just like stick the pieces together. So let's see what's in this box. Everything seems a lot more organized than the last kit I did. Like everything is separated out into nice little bags, and all the bags are labeled, which who knew that would be a selling point for me. So let's get started putting this together. First, we're going to do the windows. We're just have to put the transparent film on the actual frames. Now it looks like most of the windows are just in this one little set, so I just got to pop them out. Anytime I have to pop out like wood pieces, it always makes me so nervous because the first kit I did, I broke like half of them popping them out. So I'm trying to be really careful with these guys. So now we can just separate out the plastic that's going to be the glass for the windows. To stick these on, they gave us this really nice glue stick, but I think I might end up using the clear gel instead. I was shocked because this glue stick was like a lot nicer. It had two sides, but I think with the glass being transparent, I'm going to really want transparent glue, so we're just going to use the clear gel. So those big plastic pieces were pretty easy, but now we actually have to start putting together the windows because they give you the window pieces separate from the window frames, which I kind of like. I like the fact that this kit like still makes you put together all the little pieces. I was a little nervous when I saw like a lot more plastic than my last kit, but so far I am enjoying this. I mean, we're only 5 minutes in, but still. Now I did run into my first problem with this because like this part of the window fit in fine. It was like this top part that did not really want to go together as nicely. And after trying to force it for a few seconds, I realized like, hey, let me like actually look at this. And I realized the piece of the top window and the frame are not the same size. And I was just like, okay. So I just ended up sanding it down to make it fit, and it worked out pretty well. But I don't know if I'm missing something or if I was doing this wrong. Who knows? But we ended up making it work. So the other pieces of the window ended up going together pretty well. I probably should have glued them together. I was just hoping they would friction fit, but here are what our cute little windows are looking like. Now we need to do the menu board. So here are all the pieces of the menu board, and we got this little piece of paper. One thing I am absolutely loving about this kit is all of the paper is already perforated, so you don't have to do any cutting, which I am so in love with. So even though these pieces were designed to like pop together, I'm still using glue to make sure that like they stay secure and in place. So this board is like built at an angle so people who are at the counter can see it nicely, which the little touches of this kit. Okay, and before you guys say anything, yes, I know I'm using way too much glue. I know I should be cleaner with this glue, but I was just enjoying it. I was just having a good time. I wasn't worried about it turning out cute. So apologies in advance if my glue application bothers you guys. And here's the finished board. Can we just take a moment to appreciate how cheap this coffee is? I don't know if her little grandpa Wilbur is the owner of this coffee shop or is just visiting it, but the prices either are going to make him very happy or very sad. But now let's move on to actually putting together the walls and the flooring. So here are all the pieces for it. I popped everything out to get started. Now I just got to put on the wallpaper. I'm using the 3-in-1 glue because that's not going to leave any wrinkles on the wallpaper. This is something that I saw online, and I am so happy I learned this because it just makes it look so much nicer. Now we can stick on the other decor pieces. We're just adding a frame to this little clock, and then we can add in the menu board and this cute little shelf. Okay, so here's what the wall is looking like now. Let's move on to the next one. And again, we're just going to stick on the wallpaper real quick before we can add in the extra decor pieces. I like this cute little like window shelf we have up on top. I don't know, something about this like iron grate in the window just makes it look so cute. And then we have like another shelf with these hooks. I'm assuming they're to hang up little coffee mugs, but we'll see on that later. But like, so easy to put together. I'm loving these friction fits. Not having to glue everything and having it just kind of like stick together is not something I'd want for every kit, but right now it's just like perfect. Honestly, if someone is looking to get into miniatures, I would give them this kit because it has just been so nice and simple and easy to put together. Like, I definitely recommend this if you guys have not put together this kit. Okay, so the last piece is just adding this little picture frame to the shelf, and then this wall piece is done, and we can move on to the next one. So it looks like this wall piece is mainly just the window, so we can get that popped together. And then we're going to add in these cute little picture frames over these holes. I don't know if we're going to be adding lights to these later on, but we'll see on that. There we go, another wall piece is done. I'm gonna flip this over on the other side so it's not resting on that open window, and we just have one more wall piece to put together. This one's a really skinny one, so I don't really know how it's gonna fit in with everything else, but we just have this bottom part that I need to put wallpaper on, and then it looks like the rest of it's gonna be made up of mostly just the window, so let's pop that in. There we go. Now all our wall pieces are done. Let's move on to the flooring. So this is only 2 parts, so it's going to be super easy. Again, we're just gluing down the floor decals. I'm really liking this wood. I feel like it looks super cute. And then the second part of the floor. Okay, so while all of that is drying, we have to put together the lamp, and I was very nervous to do this because I am not an electrician. I have never wired anything together before, but we are going to try my hardest to make this work. So I am just wrapping the wire around one of the prongs to the little light, and then we have to add in this like heat shrink wrap. I heated this up with a hairdryer for like 15 minutes. It did not shrink whatsoever. I don't know what I was doing wrong with this, but apparently I was doing something wrong. I didn't realize you couldn't heat something incorrectly. But I got all the wires together. Now we're just feeding it through the lampshade, and I'm just gluing everything together now. And this is what it's looking like. It's super cute. I haven't tried to test it to see if it works, but it's cute nonetheless. Okay, so now it's time to put together the actual frame of this little coffee house. We're going to start with the flooring first. Okay, the floor is now done. Now it is time to start putting the walls on. I didn't want to jinx myself, but overall these walls went together pretty well. Now we can start adding in the framing for the roof, and then add in this little lamp. I still have not tested it. We don't know if it works, but I'm still going to add it for aesthetics. And now we can add in the final roof piece. Okay, so the main frame is now put together. We just got a few little final touches, like this cute little cafe sign and a little rug for them to wipe off their little slug feet. Now the one thing I love about this is they added wall pieces for the back of this, which makes it look so much nicer. No one's really gonna see it, but like just the fact that they included these, oh my god, this kit is so good. And the final piece we're gonna add in is this cute little cafe sign. So this is what it's looking like. It is such a cute little set. Next time though, we're gonna have to start working on the inside, adding the coffee machines and the tables and all the extra little pieces of decor, but I am so excited. And I will see you guys then.